Yeah, they had shows all over the world though today. They had one in New Zealand.
Everywhere.
They had Classic Physique in New Zealand, which that's Mo Omosawi's area there. Grant Pietrasay from New Zealand won that, so he'll be going to the. I hopefully he can get out and go to the Olympia. I don't even know if these guys.
Someone Binks Cat asked, "What is Derek Lunsford going to place?"
How do you think he'll place, Chris? Top six.
Antonio Burton winning this show is a foreshadowing of destruction of Derek Lunsford at this Olympia. That's my prediction.
So you think he's going to
absolute destruction?
Well? Really?
Oh, he's going to do unbelievably well.
Oh, so what? So what do you mean by destruction?
He's going to destroy that show, Lunsford.
Oh, you do. When you say destroy, are you talking top 5, top 3? I mean,
top 5 for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
It'll be interesting. I'm excited to see how he's going to place up there and how he'll look up there next to these guys. It's hard to, you know what? It's hard. I know we saw him at the guest posing at the Pittsburgh show. We saw him next to these guys, but when people are in shape, it's a big difference. You know, we've never really seen Lunsford in the best shape of his life because he always has to suck down to make that 212.
Dude, he looked. If you go back and you look at him from the 212, he was just emaciated to get down.
Yeah.
So Dan Solomon was right, or someone said you get the special invite to the health. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever the.
Look, he would have easily qualified had he. How would he have done if he did this show, Legion Sports Fest? Would he have beaten Antonio Burton?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, of course.
Easy.
So I mean,
slam dunk.
I mean, look, they threw. He's a Mr. Olympia. They threw him a special. I don't really have a problem.
Okay, how much? Just tell me this: how much of a difference was there between his condition in Pittsburgh, which is also the Olympia qualifier?
Unofficial,
and Crizzo and Andrew Jack's condition?
I don't know.
Not that far off.
I don't know. I'll tell you
far off.
This is what I think the rule should be. If you're a reigning Mr. Olympia in any division, you should be able to do whatever you want. I think you should be able to cross over and do whatever you want. You shouldn't need a special invite. I think that the fact that you won the Olympia should be enough to qualify you to do any show that you want. That's just my belief, because there's not many Olympia title holders, Chris, out there, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm a title holder in fitness, okay, and I'm the fitness Olympia champ, and I want to do figure Olympia because I don't want to do a routine anymore, I shouldn't have to qualify as an Olympia champ in figure to prove that I should be able to go and do the figure Olympia. I think that if they make that rule, no one will complain anymore, because then if Sean Clarita wants to do the Open, he doesn't have to win a pro show anymore, even though he did. And he still has, by the way, hasn't decided. He said that he's going to decide in 2 weeks what division he's going to do. Why he can't do both, that's another discussion.
Well, we already talked on this show. I think it's looted.
I don't think these guys who've won the Olympia, like Kamal, should have to. If he wants to do the Open, they should let him do the Open. He's an Olympia champ, right?
Well, I mean, it's a good point, because
if Bumstead wants to do the Open, you think you're going to make this guy qualify in the Open? Let him do it. Who cares?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, because it's it's one of these things. I know people don't remember who like Lee Haney was. I mean, people don't know the history of the sport, but people who are history buffs, you could name all the Olympias and who the 212 guys. Who are the 212 guys? There's only what? There's David Henry, Flex, and Steve's guy. Your guy from Steve's gym, the freak. The guy used to,
Kevin English?
Kevin English. There's only 3 guys who've won it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Plus Kamal, plus Lunsford, plus, recently Clarita. So, I mean, there's history there. People will always remember them. So why not let them jump into any show they want?
Look how big. Xavier told me to pull up the Lunsford page. Hold on. He's looking pretty big, I'll tell you that much. He looks like he's 280 there, doesn't he?
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Look at his calves. He's got some sick calves too.
You don't even need calves to win an Olympia.
Lonnie Teeper would love that, right?
You know, two of the worst calves on stage is Ramy and Dexter.
Yeah. You're right.
Right? Some of the worst calves in the history of professional bodybuilding.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go from that picture, Chris, to just what you said, but how skinny he was for the 212. Yeah, look at how down in size he came.
Look at the quads are like gone.
Yeah.
The width was there. You know what I mean? The width and the
you can see the structure. Yeah.
The structure is like that front double almost looks like it's like the droopy pecs because
he's got humongous his legs are humongous now, you know.
Oh,
because he was sucking himself down here to make that weight, you know. I think you're right. I think he's going to probably be top 6, but
I'll bet. You know what? Bring in the money, dude. My taxes due in 3 days. I'll bet my tax bill on top 6.
Pretty freaky.
Who's that next to him?
That's Jay Cutler. No, just kidding. Derek's making everyone look small. It's Ishmael Martinez. Derek's back looks pretty damn big too. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of back in the day. Remember when you would see like Lavroni off season, like just blown out after he won the Nationals or something like that, and guys don't look like this anymore. He's pretty. You know, that's like off season big, but with good conditioning too.
Yep.
That really reminds me of
what you mean.
The 90s, something we saw in the 90s. Freaky, you know, Matarazzo, freaky, you know, size like that kind of, you know, nasty craziness, you know. So, look, he's gonna, you know, we have a lot of guys that are going to add a lot of excitement to this lineup. You know, we
know, you know what, his delts don't look all
jimmied
up, phony baloney. No, I mean nothing does.
Yeah.
It all looks like it's, you know, flows and real and.
Between him, I don't know if Andrew Jack is, you know, what he's going to do at the Olympia. If Crizzo makes it there, we don't know. We get this other guy, Good Vito, who I don't know if he's going to make it there. A lot of like dark horses in this lineup we're going to have this year.